least, you're up there. You're probably at least gold.
Do they have a platinum?
They have platinum.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, I can ask the underwriters to give me an actuarial
Yeah, that's
value if you'd like. Okay,
Let's go for platinum.
all right.
Usually it says go for the gold, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. So we don't have any problems there. And then the next bucket is, are any of the employees paying more for self-coverage than 9.5% of their, what you're paying them? So I'm thinking that's probably.
Wait, ask that again, sorry.
So are any of your employees paying more than 9.5% of their salary for single coverage here?
No.
Then there's no penalties to the district whatsoever as far as healthcare reform. So you have fees, you have no penalties. The only time you could potentially get into a penalty situation is with those variable employees.
So, I'm sorry, I'm just not getting this. If
Okay.
you charge somebody 10% of their income, then
They could potentially be able to go to the healthcare exchange and get a federal subsidy. So if you're charging them more than what the government allots for their household income in total, and I said it backwards. All right, so if you're charging somebody more than that amount, and they qualify for a subsidy at the healthcare marketplace, then the district would be subject to a penalty for that person because you're not offering them affordable coverage.
And that raises a red flag in who's dealing with the exchange, and then they say they'll charge me too much money. And that's when you get audited.
So you almost need an extra person just monitoring this.
yeah.
You shouldn't have a problem based on what your contributions are. So if you know what your employee contributions are, and you know what your lowest earner is that gets health insurance, and if the lowest earner does, what they're paying for health insurance doesn't exceed 9.5% of what you're paying them, you're probably never gonna get a penalty. So that's the place, you know, to
Watch.
yeah, stay in.
So the penalties, do you self-report or do they
They come find you.
come and find you?
They come and
How they
find you.
get it?
You won't know. So if, you know, I'm working for you and you're charging me more than the 9.5%, and I go to the government and I qualify for a subsidy, you will hear from them. And the penalty is
From the
a
government.
per person, per month penalty.
If the computer system works.
Just,
Well, they said they hired $1,000.
It'll work for
No, I'm joking, I'm joking.
okay. So, based on what I know, I don't think that you're
I
gonna
think
have
our
a-
premium's like about $2,000 a year or something, so as long as somebody makes at least $20,000, then you're good.
Right.
That was for,
How much was
is
it?
the self-only coverage, that's the cost to the district or the cost to the individual?
Cost of the individual.
Okay, so for single at $68.35, it's not even $1,000.
Right. Yeah, yeah.
But currently employees under 40,000 pay a different rate than others, a lower rate.
Okay. Yeah, so that's even more protection for you. Right.
Can I ask you a question? And I'm sorry, I just walked in. How does this affect retirement premiums when you retire? Or is this
That's something between you and the district. So if retiree premiums, if you have whatever your agreement is, that has no impact here.
nothing to do with the government insurance?
No.
So the 9.5% is